Hello all and welcome to another CEX challenge video. And I thought I'd squeeze another one of these in before lockdown 2 begins, and it's not possible for quite a while. So I'm reviving an old one I did a while ago because I had a little bit of fun with PlayStation 2 games recently when I did my 5 games for 5 systems for £5 challenge, and just looking at all those PS2 games and all the little quirky titles, I thought to myself, yeah, I've got to do one of these again on the PlayStation 2. So I thought I'd do the old one I did before, which was 4 games for £3 on the PlayStation 2. So got to buy 4 PS2 games for £3. They can't be ones I already own, which is not going to be too tough because I don't own that many. But no generic sports titles, so no FIFAs, no PESs, no NHLs, no Maddens, no golf games with Tiger Woods at the beginning or anything like that. So yes, we're only just around the corner from the store now, so we'll nip in there. Shouldn't be too tough. We'll get 4 PlayStation 2 games for only £3. Okay, so I'm home now and it's time for me to show you the 4 PlayStation 2 games that I've picked up in being successful in completing this 4 for £3 challenge, in which I must only buy PlayStation 2 games. And as I touched on at the beginning, there are so many interesting and quirky titles for the PlayStation 2 that I came across when I was doing my 5 games for 5 systems for £5 challenge. That I just spent ages there and I was really enjoying my time with it. So I thought to myself, yeah, I've got to do a PlayStation 2 challenge. So I thought I'd revive this old challenge, which I have done quite some time ago and at a different store. So it's quite some time later. So obviously all the prices will have changed and things like that. And it's at a different store. So I thought, what a better time to just squeeze this in, obviously, before it becomes something that I might not be able to do for a while. So yes, I was successful in completing the challenge. It wasn't going to be hard to pick up games I didn't already own, because I don't own that many PlayStation 2 games, and there are so many of them. And there were plenty, and I mean plenty, of cheap generic sports titles. But obviously they weren't allowed, so I picked none of those up. But I think I've done all right in what I picked up. It's certainly quirky and interesting. 3 of them fit that bill that I've never heard of them. One is an arcade port, which I'll be very interested to try as well. So we'll show you that in a bit. But let's indeed start showing you the games. And the very first one I picked up for only 50p. Certainly quirky, certainly interesting. Certainly something I've never ever seen before, and only 50p as well. City Crisis, I mean, this just jumped out at me. I mean, maybe it's just the bright red. I mean, it jumps out at me, but not in the way that it looks like some sort of AAA game. It very much looks like a child knocked this up using clip art in a school project, I must admit. But the more I looked at it, the more interesting it did indeed look. I mean, to look at the back, it does tell me there, look, that it's an action flight game where your mission is to save helpless people from crime and disaster in a city of turmoil. And the action shots there do it a lot of justice. They really do. It does make it look like quite a fun game. So they've done an amazing job of selling the game on the back. It just looks very low budget from the front. That's all I can really say on the front cover there. But again, it does look interesting. And I was very fortunate this one came with a manual. A very nice, clean, crisp manual, as well as an extra piece of card here where we can fill out our details. For some reason, oh right, £100 of games to be won each month. Is that still going on? Blimey, they must have gone bust. So we've got usual details and questions there to fill out. Where do you purchase this game? Oh, do all of those still exist? No, I can see Virgin and Our Price and Woolworths on there. Is Jungle.com a thing as well, and Gameplay.com? I certainly have never bought it in the shop called Other High Street Retailer. What else have we got there? Why did you purchase this game? Well, I wanted to play it. There we go, job done there. And what magazines do you read? There's a few there as well. Are all of those still going? I don't know. Certainly Loaded is, I think. Which of the following do you own? PC, Pocket Neo Geo, PlayStation, PlayStation 2. So the PlayStation 1 was still knocking about when this came out. Dreamcast and Game Boy. So yeah, that's always interesting to find things like that. And there's an address. And nice clean crisp manual. Nice clean crisp manual. And I must be honest with you, when I was buying some of these, I thought, do you know what? It won't be the end of the world if there's not a manual in these, because it is all about playing them for me. And I'm not really collecting for PlayStation 2 unless it's a beat 'em up or a compilation. However, spoiler now, they do all come with manuals, but I will show you them all. And again, just nice clean crisp manual as well. Nice clean crisp copy of the game, and only 50p as well. So next game, another 50p game that brings the total up to £1 in this video. So we're doing well so far. And this one jumped out at me because I saw that cover art there and I thought, well, that looks like a horror game. Born of Fate, Raised by Prophecy, Chosen as a Saviour, Destined to Destroy. But yeah, it just looks like a horror game. It does look like a horror game. I like my horror games and movies. So yeah, this one, yeah, jumped out at me. Nice little artwork there to sell that to me as well. So yeah, Summoner, look, given high ratings by 2 magazines, 90% by PSI 2, and 89%, sorry, by Station 2. And there we go. There's a little bit of writing on the game there. Born with the mark of the summoner, Joseph possesses a power greater than emperors and gods. As a child, he summoned a demon to save his village and was in horror as those he loved were destroyed. 9 years later, the armies of Ornia invade, and Joseph must confront the prophecy he was born to fulfill. Those shots don't really sell the game. They can't really make a lot out for them. It looks a little bit open world. I must be honest with you, it looks a bit open world, but it probably is a bit linear, I would imagine. I don't know. But there we go. As I say, it looks really interesting. Certainly, it looks horror. I'm starting to wonder a little bit if it is. But anyway, like I said, all of these come with manual. Crisp as well. Crisp manual as well. We've got extra bit of cardboard in this one as well. There's another address. We've got more questions. Game systems owned. PC, PlayStation, PlayStation 2. Nintendo 64 had come out. Dreamcast and the Game Boy again. Where did you hear about this product? Usual ways, I suppose. What other games do you like? What games-related magazines do you read? And there we go. So what's the purpose of this one? You're not giving out £100 worth of games every month, are you? And that's why you've gone bust as well. Probably not. No, THQ, they're still going strong, surely. Surely they are. But there we go. The Summoner. Or Summoner, I think it's just Summoner. Yeah, there's no there on there. So Summoner for 50p, total up to £1. Next game is the only one that I have heard of with regards to the game, and that is 18-Wheeler American Pro Trucker. Had experience of playing this one a lot in the arcade back when it was released. I think that was early 2000s. Not entirely sure on that. Please don't come at me if I am wrong. And I know it's ported to the Dreamcast, and I'm very keen on getting the Dreamcast version because Dreamcast ports arcade games really, really well. So it would be very interesting to see how the PlayStation 2 does in porting this arcade game as well. So that is the main reason behind buying this, because I did like the game in the arcade, and again, just wanted to see how it ports to the PlayStation 2. As already touched on, this one comes with a manual, no extra bit of paper questioning us. We can just play the game and not be questioned before we play it. And yeah, nice copy of the game in box's manual, and everything on the back is exactly what I'm expecting, because as I say, I have played this game in the arcade before. Exciting arcade mode and tons of twisted mini games. Twisted? Cool horror element to a truck game. Who would have thought it? Get behind the wheel of a 60-foot long, 20-ton, 18-wheeled beast and buckle up your haul tail from New York to California and everywhere in between in the most intense joyride of your life. 10-4, good buddy. Over and out. Like that a lot. So, yep, going to be very interesting to try that out when I get the chance. And the last one, wow, this one really caught my eye, really interested me. And I don't know why, but it's just that sort of game I looked at. And if I'd seen it without a price tag on it and I'd have asked how much it is, I certainly wouldn't expect them to come, for them to come back at me with a quid. It just looks, anime. I'm pretty sure it is anime as well. And let me get the hell, they've stuck it over her eye. So yeah, so only a quid. I thought, well, that looks interesting. That really does. I like the artwork, which is why I'm removing this sticker to see it in all its glory, or in more of its glory. I'm not taking the power one off just yet. But there we go. Yeah, that does look anime. Let's read the back. Back, tell us, are you anime? A dark future, an uncertain past, no one left to trust. Oh, poor girl. An intense action Anime thriller. There we go. Of course it is. It's obvious. Thriller comes to life in Oni. As an elite member of the Tech Crimes Task Force, Konoko, I hope that's how you pronounce it, apologies if I'm wrong, is an agent on a mission to fight the evil syndicate. But things are not always as they seem. They never bloody are they, love? Konoko is haunted by unknown demons of her past. Quite hard to read with that on the back, with that on in the background of the writing. And the truth threatens to send her over the edge. Can you master this explosive hybrid of hand-to-hand combat and cutting-edge weaponry to free Konoko from the evils that surround her? So it looks like we kind of got what's an isometric linear sort of beat 'em up, shoot 'em up thing going on here. An arsenal of weapons, including pistols, rocket launchers, apologies, energy and projectile weapons. Surely guns and pistols, rocket launchers are projectile weapons. Seamless blend of hand-to-hand and weapon-based combats. So a little mixture of both. That should make it interesting. Easy to learn, hard to master fighting system containing secret moves and disarming techniques. Wow. 17 massive levels of futuristic cityscapes designed by modern architects. Designed what for the game? Modern architects designed buildings for in this game. Well, that's certainly interesting. But yeah, as I say, beautiful cover artwork. I do like that. That looks very nice. And just to show you that the manual again, it's another one that's clean, crisp, and mint. Who'd have thought? Buying 4 PlayStation 2 games, cheap games as well from CEX, that you'd get 4 really clean, crisp, fresh off the print looking manuals that haven't been attacked by game and had stickers slapped on them as well. Out of 4 games as well. Unbelievable, Jeff. So there we go. Successful, obviously, in completing this challenge. We've got 4 PlayStation 2 games for only £3. I am really pleased with the quality of the games I picked up. What do you think about the games I picked up? Comment section below. If you played any of them, certainly Summoner, that one would be interesting to hear about. Or this one here, Oni. Or even City, what's the name? City Crisis, that's the one. The comment section below, let us know what you thought of those games. I'm going to be trying them very shortly, certainly in the coming week or 2. And they're all going to be very interesting to try. So, a lot of fun, as I say, just going through all the PlayStation 2 games. So many quirky, interesting pieces. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think this just leaves me to wrap this video up. If you've enjoyed this video, smash a thumbs up. That would be awesome. And that just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. And as always, please do take care.